When I was taught the history of Irison as a young Jadwiga, the focus was very much on the great conquest of Baba Yaga, as she worked with the Frost Fae and the Giants to suitably subjugate and establish her realm of never-ending winter. Less attention was given to describing the perspective of the Ulfin locals, who were displaced or conquered. Desperation and fear lead people to do otherwise unthinkable things, and it is clear that whatever else was happening here in Ulsgaard so many years, centuries ago, the Desnan clerics left to watch the children of the town were both desperate and afraid. Hyukivas. What must these two men have done to so thoroughly forsake their goddess as to earn this fate as the heretic undead? How forsaken must they have first felt to make such a choice to blaspheme? They are but ashes now, finally at rest at least in this plane of existence. Were they perhaps once as certain in the love and luck of their goddess Desna as Bolka is in his? What depths of desperation and heights of fear await us all in this blood oath-driven quest for Baba Yaga? Enough to shake Bolka's faith? Enough to turn us against each other? Enough to drive us to despair, to break us? Already Marge could not face this place a second time. The loss of Norm has wounded her deeply. I fear what awaits all of us next. White Throne, Korolyeva Ilvana, forces and plans strong enough to threaten even the mother of all witches and destroy her riders. Deep inside, Moya Mama still speaks to me. A familiar refrain. You are a failure, Vasilisa. You are weak. You are nothing but a disappointment. I am doing my best. But what if it is not enough?
Whoa.
So you think I'm gonna be a zombie?
Specifically, Hyukiva, thank you.
Okay.
I mean, as long as you don't forsake your god at the moments before your death, I think you're solid.
I can't see
But
that
just
happening.
for like future reference, what would cause that?
Yeah, no, he's got a pen in his hand.
Just make a note here.
We should go over what happened last time because I have holes in my memory. Where did we end?
Standing over the dead.
Yeah, Vasilisa, burning
Burning.
hands, finished off the two Hyukivas.
Okay.
And we saw a silver glint in their ashes, two of them. And we have not yet investigated those glints. So I'm excited to investigate shinies.
And James is like, shit. Let me go figure out what this glint's worth.
I had just looked under.
feel you, Gio.
I looked under one of the pews and I found a headband of wisdom. I think it was +3. I wrote it down.
I mean, that sounds right.
There were some whispering gloves in a chest of drawers around the corner.
And Marge is still outside of the town with the NPCs to make sure they don't
She's
die.
all hopped up on some great coffee, though. She's got
Oh,
extra
yeah.
perception or something.
So here you guys are, up by the church. You have just defeated the Hyukivas.
We defeated the heck out of them.
Nice.
Yeah, you did.
We defeated the heck out of the Hyukivas.
You guys are inside the... Oh, that's right. You're inside the church.
We're right at the door to the church, yeah.
So what are the silver things that are in the ashes, James?
That depends. Are you going to lick them?
I'm not going to lick them, but I am going to look real close.
Okay, cool.
Valdeen considers it.
I would like to detect magic on them, please.
Okay. You detect magic. You do not detect any magic on
They're
them.
not magical.
They are not magical.
Oh, look,
All right.
cufflinks.
Let's take a look. I'm cool to dig through ashes
Yeah,
of my
me
own
too.
creation.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
down.
I feel,
Comfortable with that?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got impunity.
Vasilisa, you're checking one. Is somebody else checking the other one? And
Sure.
you're just, okay. Bolka, cool.
Digging in.
Yeah,
Both
They're
digging
right
in.
next to each other.
You're
No big deal.
fisting some ashes, and you each pull out a silver butterfly pendant.
Aww. That's not...
So yeah, you got holy symbols from Desna, from the Syukivas.
Do you think there is anything we can do with these holy symbols to help maybe unhaunt this place?
Do I, James?
Should we maybe unhaunt the place after we get the information about those books, though, now that I think about it?
Yeah,
Use the haunt and then unhaunt the haunt. Eh?
whatever you say. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
What did you roll?
Valdeen agrees.
8.
You do not know of any way to use the holy symbols to get rid of the haunt.
To unhaunt my haunt.
Yeah.
Can
Say
I
you
do
love
a
me again?
knowledge check?
Yeah.
You said religion?
Religion.
15.
There isn't anything you can do with the holy symbols.
Cool. Knowledge achieved.
I think we could just sell those. Those are probably worth some money.
Okay.
We'll just
Find
pocket
some
them
people
and, we'll sell
who
'em.
revere Desna and maybe,
Any holy temple in
could,
a city's going to want
you
those,
know, cleanse any remaining taint of heresy off of them. It's really just superstition at that point.
Valdeen would like to walk around the rest of the room and search the room. Is there anything else of note?
That is a wonderful question.
Does Marge see or hear anything down by the
Bang,
NPCs?
bang, bang.
No, you're way too far away.
No, I mean as far as just around her.
Oh.
Around the NPCs. She's sitting out in the
separately.
wilderness with the NPCs.
Cool. Roll a perception check, Marge.
You know, I'm keeping a lookout. Oh,
Oh,
even
you
though I
have
have
a-
a -1.
But you have a bonus towards things that are trying to stealth from you. That's what the coffee does.
And I'm near Ghost. So that's going to be a 26. Perception.
It's quiet. It's dead quiet out there. You don't hear any animals or anything like that. There's a soft breeze going through the trees. And of course, it's snowing.
Perfect. Well, back to the gang.
Did they get anyone? Did anyone get hurt?
Just a little bit.
Oh, well, here, let me help you. And I'm going to cure Valdeen. How hurt are you?
10, 11 points of hurt.
Jeez.
You didn't even roll a heal check for that.
I can just ask him, though.
I willingly told him, and now
I'm gonna do
now I feel better.
Cure light?
I feel like I got stabbed for roughly this much of my life.
Thank you, Bolka.
I am 25% of the way towards dead.
She's being a Southern Belle over there from
Oh,
Georgia.
now everybody's talking like Valdeen. I don't know about that.
So one of the things I've learned recently is that people with severe anxiety and depression tend to have like memory lapses and they forget things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember any of this.
Any of
The fight with Hukivas. I don't remember you guys being in here. I don't remember what I said before. This is wonderful.
Wait, you don't.
It's almost
Dear-
like you're a part of the game
Dear
now.
listener, I'm sorry if I break the timeline and the canon of what I have already said. Shit. And I didn't take notes of what I told you guys. I suck. Dear everybody, don't GM like me.
Not that far.
Take notes.
I mean, let's go with that. They all love us, and that's why they're listening in the first
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Let's go with that.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do instead.
Instead of
Instead of what?
Instead of stopping and listening to the whole last recording
yeah, okay.
completely unedited so I can get my shit together. Valdeen, you're walking around. There's plenty of statues in here that have kind of been destroyed and desecrated. And as you look to the front, you see there is the very obvious altar to Desna. But behind it, you also see that part of a tapestry has come off the wall, and you see something kind of shiny behind it.
Valdeen goes over and inspects what's the shiny thing behind the tapestry.
Is it a dark tapestry?
I don't understand that reference.
I don't understand the reference either.
The
I'm
dark
not alone.
tapestry is
James-
the Galarian. It's the dark spaces between the
It's
stars.
where the elder
I'm
gods
playing
are.
a
Where the
dark
oldest elder
tapestry
gods live.
oracle in Iron Gods with you.
Oh.
We learned something new
That's
today.
That's my archetype.
I
So,
mean,
have I ever told you guys about how people with anxiety and
have short-term memory loss.
You know what they do have, though? Lots of comedic gold.
That's true.
And timing. Way to go, James.
Thank you. So you go over to the tapestry and you're trying to look through it, right?
I'm going to say I carefully look at it without touching it yet.
Okay, cool.
Every time you
He
ask for
suddenly gets more
clarification, we're like,
concerned.
no, we're not touching
Okay,
anything.
specifically,
that's fair.
specifically what part of this are you touching?
Yeah. And what's your will say?
wait a
I'm
minute,
touching
wait
with
a
my
minute.
eyes right
Have you had a
now.
good night's rest? Okay, cool. You're touching it with your eyes. So you find this
Wow.
gap in the tapestry where it's kind of tattered, and you look through it, and you see a set of golden eyes. And you blink, and it blinks,
Oh, no.
and you're seeing your reflection.
There's a mirror over here. It's covered by this tapestry, but there's a mirror over here, and
Oh, what size is it?
I don't know. It's covered by a tapestry,
fuck,
I
no,
said.
Get
cover
the dimensions, Valdeen. You guys need mirrors. I can
No,
talk
just
to
cover
you
cover
through.
it up.
Yeah, we need...
No, we don't know if anyone knows about this mirror. It's been here for thousands of years, probably.
It's covered by the tapestry. I'm assuming they covered
Okay,
it for
I'm
a
going
reason.
to go over. Well, yes,
just
but
gonna
if you
uncover
were
stuff
a
in a haunted
Hukiva
place?
who had betrayed your god, you would probably not want to look at yourself either. Here, all of you, get out of view of the mirror just in case. I am going to detect magic upon the mirror, okay? Any magic on the mirror?
No.
It's not even magical, okay? It could be very useful. One moment. I'm going to uncover the mirror.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
For the
Oh,
tapestry
jeez.
move?
So rip the tapestry off, yeah.
All right. Here we go. 7.
You struggle to do so, but with the full weight of your body, you rip the tapestry down, uncovering an extremely large mirror.
Ugh, it is way too big to take.
We're talking like 4 foot by 8 foot, just taking up the entire behind the curtain.
This is big enough I could cast that spell one day when I am more powerful that lets me take allies through a mirror to hide them inside mirror land.
You also see a kind of a shelf that was behind the curtain a bit lower down,
Oh,
at about waist level.
neat.
It's covered in blood.
Okay, I was expecting some sort of bodily issue, and I'm
Yeah.
okay with blood versus other excrement.
It's stained with blood.
Okay.
You also see a stone goblet that has tipped over and is kind of cracked.
Does it look like the stone goblet had blood in it at some point?
Maybe.
Does it have ruins on it?
It does. It
Like-
does have
Ooh.
ruins.
One before.
I would like to investigate this shelf.
Okay. What are you
Is it
trying
magical?
to learn? The shelf?
No, the goblet.
The goblet.
Anything on the shelf.
It's the same goblet.
Or the shelf itself. I'd love a magical shelf. I don't know what it would do, but that sounds exciting for my household.
The goblet with the ruins on. That's the same.
Is that the same goblet?
Vasilisa, I think that's the same
Yes,
goblet.
it's the-
you were
It
looking
looks like
for.
the same goblet.
Oh. So we've already kind of investigated the goblet
Well,
and
I
know
mean-
that I can't read what's on it.
Looks like
if I
they
remember
drank
correctly.
blood from it, though. Does that mean anything?
But
Bolka, does that
whose
sound like any
blood?
kind of...
Bolka's still hiding off
Bolka!
behind whatever, like the mirror is exposed.
Stay
and
out
he's
of view of the mirror still, but also, do you think maybe that they did something?
just, like leaning his forehead out.
You guys, I am thinking to myself, what is something so terrible that Desna would completely abandon her clerics and they would turn into Hukivas, right? And then I thought, oh no, these clerics were left behind with the children. And then I thought, we keep hearing children crying, and you said there's ghost grave. What if these clerics killed all of the children and did a blood ritual to try to do something for someone? To try to, you know?
Yes, that sounds plausible.
Desna would not like mass child killing.
I would like to remind everybody, because I remember this part. Way to go, James.
Air 5.
Woo! Before the combat with the Hukivas broke out, sun was setting. Sun is now set and it is starting to get dark.
Yes.
Just so you guys remember.
Since the party's not back yet, Marge would probably talk to the NPCs and start setting up camp.
Yes, that is a very good idea, Marge.
Oh yeah,
Let
I
me
figure
help
when they come back, I'm sure they'll be tired, whatever it is they're doing. So yeah, let's get camp set up.
Okay. Yes, that is a very good idea, Marge. No, I'll get the tent. Yeah, and I'll supervise.
I have a fun fact reminder from my notes regarding the stone chalice in case anyone else like me
Okay.
needs such reminders.
I wasn't there. Am I even allowed? Should I leave while you do this recap?
Vasilisa and Valdeen loudly discussed the chalice they saw, and some of the details that Bolka overhears is that the runes on this stone chalice, which is a family heirloom cup that was owned by the witch Jacobina, the runes are an ancient scald, such an ancient version of scalds that even Vasilisa cannot read them. But the runes hint at other planes and contacting magic outside of experience. So it's like a interplanar contact cup. Jacobina used it to commune with Milani, her patron. We don't know who Milani is. We all failed that role. All three of us. 4 of us. Everyone. But Milani has to do with hope and devotion and is called the Everbloom. She's all about, she's the rose growing from the blood in the cobblestones.
Yep.
But I doubt that she's down for the murder of children. So probably they weren't trying to contact Milani when they did shit with this cup. Who were they trying to contact? Is there any hint of that? Because I think that's Vasilisa's question, because she knows they forsook Desna. She's assuming they murdered children. That's just her guess. It feels right in her gut.
Meta-wise, I've got linguistics is one of my best checks, and I've got planes, I've got religion, I've got arcana, I've got whatever this cup
Yeah,
is.
and I know a bunch of
chances.
languages, but I don't have linguistics. So I explain it's ancient scald. I cannot read it.
An ancient scald sounds something like right up his alley. And plus he has this
And
preternatural kind of thing with languages that
so
he doesn't
if
even
you
understand.
would like to look at this blood-stained ritual chalice, I shall hand it to you and you can inspect it.
Yes, are we safe from...
I have no idea.
Witches-
There could be witches trying to come through the mirror, or other extraplanar entities, such as may have been summoned to kill the children, as you described. Anyway, here, take this ritual cup, and we'll get out the view of the mirror, just in case.
He clenches up on his mace a little bit, just thinking about, okay, be ready, but remember how, bad you messed up in the last combat? He wants to, okay, I'll be prepared, but he feels well, that's not even going to matter, because I was prepared last time and it didn't do anything. And then, he'll check. Do you want me to roll linguistics, or planes, or arcana, or...
Give me linguistics.
to check out the...
Yeah.
Check out the chalice and what it says. Ancient Scald, you say? 21?
That's
Oh, shit. I should have said it before I rolled. I want to use some of these harrowing abilities, though.
Do it.
22.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you can announce it.
Oh, you beat my DC.
You really know.
Yeah, with a 22, I think you're able to identify the Scald a little bit better, being someone who has lived in Irison all of their life. You're able to translate a little bit more than Vasilisa was. But yeah, it's a very old ancient cup. And reading the runes, it is dealing with using the cup as a way to contact other planes and speak with external forces. And it is through, it says it requires life in order to make it function.
So this dark kind of necromantic, it requires sacrifice to function.
I wonder how much of a sacrifice, an entire life?
Or perhaps just
Or just a
fit it to the
little
top,
bit, because
maybe?
we could maybe try to contact something, but not if we have to. Or maybe next time we go hunting, we kill a bunny rabbit or whatever, even though I don't like to think about that.
Marge
And
goes
then
hunting
we
for
fill
dinner.
the chalice with the blood, and we... You know what? No, I don't want to risk with that type of nonsense. No, but maybe we take it with us better than leaving it here for other people? What do you think?
But I'm trying to think if Bolka has the knowledge that Marge just really wants to contact Norm. Because that's going to be his first thought. If you sacrifice something, you can talk to the other side.
Interesting.
Well, this is exactly what Marge was looking for. So is he going to... If he can remember that that's exactly what Marge was looking for, he's going to be worried and say, maybe we should leave this here.
I think Vasilisa's thought is that she, for whatever reason, categorizes contact with the spirits who have already passed separately from just like extraplanar, even though there shouldn't really be that much of a distinction when you think about it.
But in your head, you can compartmentalize
But in
Vasilisa,
she's not connecting those dots. But that's a good point.
But I think Bolka would this is all hinging on though. Does Bolka know that that's what Marge has been talking about and thinking about? Has she like brought up contacting Norm to anyone or bitterness about other people?
Upset when other people she's demonstrated upsetness
and
tried to talk to his spirit in the tower, and left when there was talk about him talking about you and Valdeen.
So maybe he's not 100% sure, but it would be enough for him to say to Vasilisa, I don't know, perhaps do not tell Marge that we have this.
Are you worried she would sacrifice something for a dark purpose? I mean,
I know she must
in a
must
bad
miss,
space, but
she must miss her lover that
her husband,
Yes.
Norm, yes. Maybe she would even try to secretly kill Vrix at night to feel the blood cup to try to talk to Norm. You never know.
I do not know, but it's possible. It's just something to be aware of, perhaps.
Okay, so I shall...
He doesn't
here.
even fill the cup.
I am going to go ahead
Just
and
drops.
put this cup in my backpack. Here we go.
So you want to bring...
I'm going to just... I would rather we keep family heirloom of Vitch cup with us than that we let anyone who comes... Especially if we help put the spirits here to rest before we leave. Anyone could take this cup, and you saw what happened. These clerics,
should not just be left lying around, I suppose, is smart. Would you mind if I take one of the pendants?
Of course. No, you keep the holy symbol you have picked up.
I would like everyone to roll a perception check, please. Except for Marge. Sorry, Marge. How you doing?
It's okay. Good.
How's everything going? Yeah. How's setting up camp?
Great.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
sure?
giving
Did
her
you roll for
something
it?
to do.
Good.
Keep her mind busy. She's taking care of people.
17 perception.
27 for Valdeen.
20.
Hey, Valdeen.
Hi.
Now that
Always.
I was so excited.
now
by my
that this
roll.
entire secret altar area has been uncovered, you're looking a little bit closer now. The mirror isn't actually a mirror. It is an amazingly perfectly smooth, perfectly reflective sheet of ice. That is all.
What? So Valdeen kind of notices a little bit of maybe cold coming off of it, kind of sees his breath a little next to it, and he goes, Vasilisa, and you're still talking and carrying on. Vasilisa,
Yes, hide the evil cup from Marge.
What
Quick,
is it?
Vasilisa.
quick, keep it
Yes?
from Marge.
What?
Look at this a little closer. This isn't a mirror.
What?
Look closer. It's cold. Feel that coming off of it?
Vasilisa puts her backpack back on after she's tucked the stone chalice in there, which I'm going to assume weighs an amount.
You are correct.
That's not too big for her to carry. And then she comes over to inspect.
Yeah, it's ice. There's a big sheet of perfect... What is this?
Can I do any sort of knowledge check for what this might be? Because that's not a usual feature of a chapel, even
Correct.
in Irison.
Yeah.
Is there a spellcraft or knowledge something or other, or I don't know, something?
Can
I do something?
You can cast burning
Yeah,
I
I was
might
gonna
just
say-
melt it because
You
fuck
can.
ice. But
Yeah.
I want to knowledge if I can first.
Yeah, give me knowledge, arcana, or a spellcraft.
All right, I'm rolling my knowledge of the arcane.
Knowledge ice mirror.
24.
Nice.
Roll a natural 77 on that.
This is a magically crafted mirror made of ice. It is something that you have seen many a time growing up as a white witch, as a failed white witch.
As a loser witch.
This is familiar to you. Witches can do this.
Trying to decide exactly how paranoid Vasilisa is. The answer is very. So Vasilisa...
She's heightened too, right? She's
No,
got
yeah.
heightened paranoia still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Vasilisa recognizes it, gut instinct reflexively burning hands all over this ice.
Shit. Okay, cool. Bolka, Valdeen, you just see Vasilisa, like, out of nowhere, burning hands at.
Whoa, hey, what?
Does it melt?
Yeah. Roll a d20 for me.
Okay. You could also just roll the burning hands damage, I guess, but it's a 3.
Okay, cool. So you
Hit Bolka.
you blast it, and yeah, ice meets fire, turns to water, and you see it like slough off.
Puddle of
And
water.
behind it, on the brickwork, you see a mural dedicated to Desna.
Oh. Is it pretty?
That's lovely.
How did you know that was there?
Oh, instinct. I get. Look, I won't lie. I did not know it was there. I just knew that that was a magically made ice mirror, and I thought, oh no, a winter witch made an ice mirror at some point in time here. And I melted it. But look, much prettier now. Yay!
All right, well, we've solved the haunt of the mirror. So what's next?
So the Winter Witches did find this place then.
I don't
At some
know.
point.
Maybe one did at some points. It's big enough to. I know I mentioned it just as a brief aside, and you may not have taken it seriously, but I have known witches who can take people with them through mirrors. So
Could they take
it
like
could have been a
creatures as well?
travel thing. Not people, creatures, something within the size allotment of their power level. Sure.
This could have been.
And it depends on the size of the mirror, but this one's big enough for people for sure.
This could have been an easy place for one of the White Witches to leave Whitethrone and go out and do something without having to.
It could also
Alert
have
anybody.
been. Honestly, it no longer even was magical. It could be very, very old. In which case,
You said which case?
yes, no, witches. Maybe the clerics here, whatever they contacted with their chalice, maybe it traveled through an ice mirror.
Yes, perhaps. How big are the doors to the cathedral? It's like a big double door.
Yeah.
Tall.
Yep.
I do not know if these clerics actually like murdered the children. Perhaps they just handed them over or sacrificed them to whatever creatures
What
maybe.
would they be thinking, do you think? Sorry, I just had a thought, and I don't know if I should share it because of reasons.
Is it about Marge? She's been going through a lot lately. I am worried about
It's
her.
not near. It's okay. It's a little roundabout about Marge, but mostly about you, actually. Kind of. Is
Aw.
why I don't know if I should share it. No, I'll share it. Look, in interest of expressing my trust of my companions and blood swarm, etc.,
I suppose it is true.
I had the wonder. These Desna clerics were probably scared because Baba Yaga was in the process of conquering Gunderson,
Yes.
right? What if they tried to save their own skins by contacting to make a deal with Baba Yaga herself?
This is what I'm thinking. And then they.
Because Baba Yaga is not of glaring. She came from, she is extraplanar, I guess, maybe you could say. So, what if Baba Yaga is who they tried to make the deal with? And obviously it did not work out for them, but she does use spirits of dead kids for things. We learned that with the Sentinel huts and Thora, etc.
This is why I'm thinking maybe they did not do the killing themselves, but like say, here you go, and here is like currency.
Which is kind of the same thing. I think.
Yes, no,
I
it's a
know
matter of degree.
we have learned the person who did
The person who
thing
did the
lesson
thing.
from Valdeen. But Valdeen, I think you agree if you say, look, I have children for you to kill for your purpose. That's the
Then
same
you are
as
the person who
killing
did
children.
that thing. It is pretty
Yeah,
bad.
Pretty bad thing. But I wonder if they tried to make a deal with Baba Yaga.
Well, we have done it. We have solved the mystery of the Desna haunted cathedral.
Well, should we head back to camp then?
No, we need to find out the books,
okay.
right? Maybe?
Oh, yeah.
We have chalice.
Sure.
We don't know how to use chalice except to kill something and put blood in chalice.
But we do not need to use chalice, do we?
I don't know. If the chalice can contact Baba Yaga, it's kind of our whole point right now.
But
is
it
that we're trying to
requires-
find Baba Yaga.
I do not. The blood
We're
magic.
not-
I am not comfortable with this blood magic.
Yeah, okay. I mean, not every blood spell is just bad spell.
This sounds like one of the bad ones, though.
It could be and definitely was here. I don't think we're going to... Look, Bolka, I promise, if you become a Hyukuva, it won't be my fault.
Oh no, I will not become. That is. Oh no, that is not going to be. No, I do not. you
Should we
cannot-
see?
it-
Do I feel that weird hook in my tummy that says, yes, you could go to Ghostfield?
Yep. That hasn't gone away.
I'm going to go to Ghostfield. I want to look at those books. Anyone want to come with me?
What about Kappa and Marge and?
They know we're doing things in
Yeah,
here.
they'll be all right. Marge
It's
with
not that late. Do you think haunted places are worse after the sun is finished setting?
Flavor-wise, sounds correct. Yeah.
them. Well,
You know, we'll find out. It's probably not too terrible. Let's go to Poofland. We have light. We're magical, cool people. We'll be okay.
Yes. Okay,
You
USA number 1 ABC.
You sound convinced.
Let us attempt.
we're going to just do this right here in this cathedral?
I mean, I kind of want to see the cathedral, how it was before it became what it is now.
Okay.
We can see if the ice mirror is there or if it's just a mural, for example. Maybe we find out the names of the terrible clerics who possibly murdered children.
Okay,
Okay,
Bolka be praised.
take me with you, Guthook.
Vasilisa disappears.
Valdeen checks his gun, makes sure it's reloaded, and then he disappears too.
Bolka.
Volka's
lets-
deciding whether to poof it.
No, he's going to let it go.
Let it go,
Cool.
let it go.
All right.
Little
So
weird, but okay.
you all shift out of your current plane, and you are now standing in the cathedral. It's kind of getting dark outside, but the torches inside the church are lit. Everything is back in good repair, and you see one of the clerics up at the front saying a prayer to what could be Desna.
It could be Desna, meaning like I hear all the words and I think, yeah.
Oh,
that sounds like
Desna,
the-
you are so wonderful. I love to travel, and I think of you often. Let me go outside soon and stare at the stars and do a happy dance.
More than could be. I think.
Yeah, I'm
we're
pretty sure.
certain.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Does he look like if he was a zombie, he would look really familiar?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
there
he
an
does.
ice mirror on the wall?
You don't see one.
Is there a tapestry?
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna shove the tapestry.
Oh yeah. Excuse me. Can I be of help to you, traveler?
Yes, could you move this tapestry for me? I want
You
to
wish
see
to
behind
see
it.
the mural? Yes, of course.
We are here
Oh,
on
yes.
official business.
No,
I'm
we're here
sorry.
for the summer festival, Bolka.
Yes, the official festival for the summer.
Yes, that is right. Yes, of course you may look on our mural. We try and keep it covered up until Sundays, in which we like to show it off to whoever comes to the
I am
service.
surprised that you do your service on Sunday instead of Star Day.
Ah, yes, thank
That
you.
makes me
Star
think of
Day.
stars more
Yes,
than
we have
suns,
services on
but
Star
is the
Day.
sun a star?
That makes more sense for the world, and I will adapt that.
Okay, anyway, can I see the
Yes,
mural,
of
please?
course you may. Yeah, I'm surprised travelers have heard of this. It is not very extravagant, and he pulls the tapestry aside, and sure enough, there's the same mural.
Okay.
Colors are a lot more bright.
Beautiful. Definitely not covered in ice.
Oh,
That
you
would-
should never, Vasilisa, you
That
should
would
never,
be
ever cover something like
very
this in
silly.
ice.
Why would that ever happen?
Make sure that it doesn't. Like, it would never...
You know, I think about what year it is, and probably not, but have you ever heard of the mother of all witches, Baba Yaga? You probably have.
Surely you will not.
No. What is this Baba Yaga?
It'll be fine. It won't. I am sorry that you will give up your deity and do some
Excuse
really
me?
evil things.
What-
is your name,
No,
by the way?
No, do not do that. Vasilisa, you cannot tell them they are gullible. They will believe you. You must put them on a different path.
Bolka, none of this is real. This is not a real place. This is the past in some way.
My name is Ivan Rudi.
Ivan.
Okay. And you've never thought about maybe murdering children or...
No, of course. Who are you? Why?
No, they did not murder the children.
Why are
they gave
you-
the children
I'm
over
pretty
to...
sure they murdered the...
No, it's
What
different.
blood
I'm
fills
sorry,
the cup, though?
You all need to leave now.
It is fair.
Look, no, it's...
Vasilisa,
I just discuss... Okay, first
Start-
off...
And he's ushering
we start
you
walking.
out.
Yeah, start
Okay,
walking
but
toward the
I
door.
have a question.
All right, let's go.
When
No
Yakabina
more
uses
questions.
her
How dare you
stone-
say such blasphemous things in this house of worship?
Okay,
Leave.
you
Just remember, never
my
cover that with ice.
goodness. But I
Valdeen
wanted to...
just shakes his head.
I wanted to ask him if when
He
Yakabina
slams the
uses
doors
her
behind you.
chalice, she has to kill something or not. Look, I'll ask Yakabina then, rude, evil man. Okay, let's go.
I mean, rude to just show up in their temple and start immediately like, oh.
No, yes, but we know they become Hyukuva.
But we don't. What if we could change? Is like Back to the Future rules or is Hot Tub Time Machine rules? I do not know what we can possibly, if we can like
I
alter.
don't think we have
if we could
literally time traveled. I think it is more like someone has built a hollow simulation, you know?
Do I still have the Desna pendant on me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. He already kicked us out.
Yeah, he did.
You could just disavow me if you wanted. Say, oh, that very rude woman, I don't even know her. I'm going to go to Yakabina's house.
I really don't think we need to separate in this place. This is
Okay,
already weird
that's
enough.
That's true. I'll wait right here if you want to go tell them that I'm a very rude woman.
So we come outside of the temple.
I hear some people call rude
Yeah.
ladies witches. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that's right, Bolka's. This is your first time here.
Right.
Everything's green and lush and beautiful, and it's slightly kind of humid in the air. It's very warm.
That's interesting.
You hear crickets chirping away in the night.
And all the buildings look.
Yeah, they're all fine. They're all built back up. They're all normal looking.
Yeah, this place is beautiful. It looks really nice.
You guys, Bolka, Valdeen. I just remembered something that Marge said. She let us know that she was given a coin
Mm-hmm.
and she still has it.
Right.
If we take something really valuable from this, will it travel with... That was very weird, okay? That's the main thing that concerns me.
You want to steal from the.
No, I'm saying if someone gives us something here, will we have it? It is an illusion. How did that happen? That's not normal for illusions,
Yeah,
okay?
this is not just an illusion. There's more going
Something.
on here.
Yeah, I'm very concerned the more I think about it. Do you want to go meet Yakabina? She's a witch.
Sounds delightful.
She's the one whose the family heirloom is the chalice.
Okay, we should be careful then.
Yeah, she seemed nice enough. Let's go to Yakabina's house. Valdeen, do you agree?
Sure, let's go. That's
We
fine.
want to look at those books. We go to Yakabina's house.
You guys walk through the town. A lot of people have already gone indoors, but you see some people still very belatedly setting up different tables and everything, and they're hanging a banner, and it's a good time still. But you guys traverse across town, and you head up 2 plateaus back up to Yakabina's house at the topmost bluff of the village. Inside, you see some lights glowing, and they're dancing in the stained glass window panes.
I will knock on the door.
Yes, Jakobina opens the door. Oh, you all again. How may I help you?
Hello, I am very fascinated that you remember us, but also,
Well, it is not every day I meet another witch.
that is most true. I have a question for you.
Yes, of course, my dear.
I could not stop thinking about it after I left. That fascinating stone chalice you have that you use to connect with your patron.
Yes, yes, of course.
How
What
do
about
you use it? Is it blood magic, like the cobblestones, blood rose situation?
Blood can be sometimes used, yes.
How do you use it?
For me, I
Jakobina?
find it easiest to steep tea in it using rose cuttings. That, coupled with a wonderful ritual, allows me to better commune with Milani.
That sounds beautiful. Could you maybe describe that ritual to me? And Vasilisa's fishing around and pulling a journal and a charcoal pencil out of her backpack.
I could.
I like learning about other patrons, especially ones, Roses. My patron is Vara, so Summer, etc.
Rather late. Would you be able to come back tomorrow?
No, unfortunately.
Oh.
I am so sorry to keep you up, but we're intending to leave tonight.
Oh, you're not staying the night. Whether
I know it's very strange, but we are in a great hurry to go to other places.
There's nowhere nearby, though.
White Throne doesn't exist right now, does it?
We could meet you here in 400 years very easily if you want.
No, more like 1,500 and 2,000 even? Many thousand.
What do you mean?
My maths are no good.
Don't worry about it. He is a jokester.
This kind of my thing.
Okay.
No, but in all seriousness, unfortunately, we are in a great hurry, and I am fascinated by this beautiful town.
I mean, what more do you need to know about the chalice?
Exactly what the ritual
very
is that
old,
you do.
Well, it's a very old item. It's been passed down in my family for generations.
Yes. And what ritual do you do to use it? Just the exact ritual.
Roll diplomacy. You guys showed up after dark, and then you started talking about meeting back up with her in hundreds and thousands of years.
No, but he's just a jokester.
And then you're like, oh yeah, we're leaving, when there's nothing close by to go to in the middle of the night.
12.
I am not aiding. I'm deliberately not aiding.
Confused.
I'm sorry, who are you?
And she looks at Bolka.
Yeah. You are also new here. Where is your child?
Our child is already waiting for us. It's why we have to leave so suddenly.
Wait, where are they waiting? You were here maybe an hour ago.
Yes, so just outside of the gates, you
Your
leave
child
through
is
the gate.
waiting alone outside of the town in the woods.
Look, I did not say she was alone. I'm not an irresponsible person. She is waiting with a different person that is I'm very close with, and
I would buy that.
Kappa and Gary and Orm and Muley and Ghost and Marigold are all watching her.
Those are all real names.
And you are here because you also want to learn about
Look, I have a very important confession.
Don't forget about the books.
books?
Yeah, we would like to look at your books too. But I have a very important confession, Jakobina.
Okay.
I am a witch
Yes, I know.
who has not been taught properly about my own heritage.
Okay.
Okay?
That is
Okay.
true.
And you know how you described your chalice as a family heirloom?
Yes. Yes. I
Let
did
me
such a
show you
thing.
something you will scarce believe. And Vasilisa
Alright.
digs the stone chalice out of her backpack and shows Jakob.
What does it look
I
like?
too have a family heirloom and I do not know how to use it.
Oh, wow.
I don't have great charisma, but I want information. It's a bad combo.
I have great charisma, but I'm just standing back and watching.
You should leverage the party we have.
I know, but like, do I trust Bolka to ask the right questions?
No, Bolka knows what he is going to say. It will not be a right question.
So you go and you pull out the stone chalice, and it just looks like a regular stone cup. There's no runes on it. There's no markings. It is a plain stone cup.
Well, this is very strange.
Yours looks less impressive.
Just roll with it. Just go along like it's...
I inherited a stone ritual chalice, and it does not have cool ancient scald runes like yours does. But I've heard it could do something similar to what you describe, and I wondered what your ritual is in case I could
Wait.
use it with mine.
Why didn't you mention this earlier today?
I am ashamed. My family did not want to teach me witchcraft because they told me I was going to be a super failure and was terrible and was a shame upon the family. And I feel like I don't even deserve to be a witch sometimes. And then I met you, and you have a much cooler chalice.
Does she look like she's falling for it? Like, if I want to look at her face, does she look like she's buying any of this?
Not particularly. She looks really confused.
All right, I want to cut her off. Vasilisa, we should just tell her the truth.
I am. I'm very
Well,
jealous.
okay.
It seems like she
But-
embraces her witchcraft in a way that I don't know if I can because I'm just not good enough.
Look, ma'am, I am so sorry for my friend's subterfuge, but we are time travelers from the future. And we have...
She closes her door.
Vasilisa is actually crying a little bit and dabbing at her eyes because she started thinking too hard about
her failures
her
and
failures.
wanting to be accepted. Aw.
Another witch has rejected me and I just don't even know. It's not even a real one, but I bet the real Jakobina also would not have liked me.
You guys are making some very interesting choices. My favorite
So
part is you're
confused.
talking like people can't hear you. And you don't... It's so offensive.
Uh-huh.
Right? Talking about someone in the third person.
We'll see what happens next.
Oh, man.
So,
Look, we should just barge in and read her books. She's not even real.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Do you
And
think
at
if
this
we
point, I
attack
think-
people in this weird illusion,
Now listen
it
for a second. At
matters?
this point, I think we should just leave this place. I'm tired of this haunt and it's cold. I think we're done here. We've
But
clearly
why
not.
are the books open in the...
I don't think it matters anymore. I think we have completely
Jakobina,
ruined.
if someone bleeds children into your cup, what happens?
also don't do that.
She opens the door again and she is staring daggers at you.
Hi.
You will not kill children.
I know,
For
but
your
your
stupid
freaking
regular
stupid
cup.
Desna clerics will kill children for your not regular cup, you stupid little...
Yes, do not give your cup to the Desna clerics.
No, she won't. She'll,
I
leave
think they
it and
probably
they'll
took
take
it from her, but she doesn't know that.
Do you
this
have
makes
books that might tell someone how to contact Baba Yaga?
With great power
I
comes...
have theories. I don't know.
This was a mistake. And she closes the door again.
Can I stop her from closing the door? You
Don't
can-
make
I try?
Roll,
Val-
roll dexterity.
Valdeen
Roll
wants to-
initiative.
Valdeen wants to
God! Jesus.
not initiative. I don't want to fight, but
What'd you get?
my initiative was a 15.
No, she closes the door before you can stop her.
Jakobina, don't make me come in there.
You're not catching flies with honey.
You're making this worse.
I don't care anymore.
Well, if you
They're
don't care,
not
then
even
let's leave.
real people.
No, if you don't care, let's just leave.
Wait, no,
No,
she...
I care about the information. I don't care about the
Well, that's
fake
what I'm saying.
people.
You're making it harder to get information. You
Yeah,
need to calm down and think.
I don't like interacting with other witches. They are mean.
Well, then go away and don't interact with her. We'll
Okay,
figure
fine.
this
I'll
out.
let you interact with her. I'm going to try and make a will save right now. You watch me. Vasilisa tries to make a will save to leave Poofland. She's going to walk into that cottage. She's going to go back into Poofland inside. She'll be like, hey, what's up, bitch? I'm in your house now. That's
Okay.
her plan.
Oh,
You wanna do that?
jeez.
Yes.
All right,
That's
you
amazing.
poof back into the Martial Plane.
I'm going to walk into the
the
cottage.
ruins of the
Okay.
house.
I'm going to double check the books so I know which pages and books to look for.
Because they're on the
Yeah.
table.
I'm going to
They're
take
there.
notes in my journal.
Okay.
I'm going to wonder what Valdeen and Bolka are doing in Poofland. And then I'm going to go back to Poofland inside the cottage.
Okay.
I'm very curious what's going to happen. This is Vasilisa's version of a temper tantrum, I think.
Yeah,
Perhaps this cup is powerful, but I do not think it is something that we need to use for ourselves.
Bolka, did you touch the cup at all?
No, I don't know.
I think it must have messed with her mind. She seems addled and not. I mean, she's always been a little
Her
on
mind-
edge, but
her
like
mind
she's
is-
not all
yes.
there right now. This is just. I've never seen her act this way.
How long have you known her for?
Only a week or two. That's a good point. Actually, I don't know if she's acted this way before. It might be
Approximately
normal.
23 days.
I feel like
Less
I
than a
just
month.
met her, but we are now bound together for eternity through blood. I
You think you
suppose.
know somebody?
I have to look something up real quick. Hold on.
Well, I mean, what do you want to do?
So should we let the hook do the fish hook thing? And
I don't know.
because that actually would be great. Like we decided to let ourselves go, and that's when Vasilisa poofs back in the house. We didn't know. So now
Well,
it's just
she
her.
did, so I guess we probably should. And then I guess head back to camp with
I
Marge.
do not want to because she expects us to go find answers for her, and we will not. So we should just go back.
Okay. Let's go back.
Vasilisa, roll initiative.
Oh, okay. 9.
Okay.
Is this against the witch?
Yes.
Probably.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you gonna kill this?
Oh, it's a witch fight.
Okay, you poof back, and she has her back like leaning against the door, and you hear Valdeen and Bolka just talking outside. And she sees you, and she tries to cast a spell on you. She pulls out a piece of iron from her belt, and she kind of points it at you, and you see the iron just kind of combust and disappear. And you feel something try and take over you, but you succeed.
I'd like to do a spellcraft check to
Go
know
ahead.
what spell she tried to cast. 26.
She tried to cast Hold Person.
Rude. Trying to
Says
hold
the
my
woman who
person.
teleported into her house.
I did not. I walked in and then I went to Poofland. Just establishing that. I went through the door.
So she sees it fail.
Also, I am fascinated that an illusion is able to try to cast a spell on me, and I don't like it.
You see her look at you, kind of terrified, and she turns around, and then she opens the door, and you see that Valdeen and Bolka are not there.
Yakabina.
Your turn.
Okay.
Kill her.
This is
Vasilisa's the one
totally fine.
who did all this all along. She's the one that made all this
That'd be
happen.
great, yeah.
She killed the
caused-
kids.
She killed the kids. It's all Vasilisa this whole time.
I would like to look at the bookshelves
Read all the books.
Okay, you look at them.
and take the books that were open, if I see them quickly enough.
Roll a d4.
Okay. 4.
You get 4 of the 5 books.
Hmm.
She sprints out of her hut and jumps off the cliff.
Witches can fly. I'm not worried. I assume that
Look at
I
James's
assume that
face.
she intends to fly because Vasilisa assumes most witches powerful enough to just hold person on a random day are powerful enough to levitate. She's going to levitate one day.
And you just hear her screaming for the guards.
I look for the 5th book.
You get it.
I hold all 5 of the books, and I remember
Cool.
Marge's coin, and I try to leave Poofland with the books.
Cool. You shift back, and you have all these books in your hands. And as you're coming back, you watch them rapidly deteriorate and age. And by the time you're standing back in the martial plane, you see that you're just holding the ruined books that were sitting on the table in the same condition that they were.
Well, I tried.
And Bolka, Valdeen, you watch as the books lift from the table and close and stack themselves, and suddenly Vasilisa is there holding them.
So you can interact with some things, and it makes a difference here when you're over there.
Yes, which is why I do not think it is as
It's not-
illusionary
yeah,
as...
but
No, that's how illusions work.
what?
The illusion is that the books aren't completely destroyed.
No, I mean you impacted something here by doing something there. That's not an
and
illusion.
Vasilisa plops the books really heavily on the table. Exactly. The books are real. They are just really freaking old, and the illusion is that we think they're not old when we're in the illusion. Anyway, I'll just play with the stone chalice later. Yakabina in the illusion is no help, so let's go back to Marge. Unless you think you can maybe put the spirits of the dead children at ease or something. Do we care?
It's a good thing Marge is not here at the moment. She'd have a different opinion of
It
Vasilisa.
might be a little bit of a risk to us. Maybe destroying the Hukuvas already.
What do I feel like happened? Because I went to the children's graveyard and I channeled positive energy until the screaming stopped.
Yeah.
What do I think that is? What do I think happened? Do I think I solved everything, or do I think
Roll spellcraft, arcana, or religion.
spellcraft's my highest? 25.
You've suppressed the haunt. You haven't destroyed the haunt. You've suppressed it. It'll still manifest itself after a certain amount of time.
or something.
The only
Okay.
way to really get rid of a haunt like this is to consecrate the area.
Yes, the children do still... Their spirits are still here and are still trapped, so it would be good to deal with that.
Yeah, that's a pretty gross thing to do. Okay.
But I have silenced them, which hopefully means to put them to rest for today. I can come back tomorrow before we leave.
I, defer to you as the holy person. I might figure out this whole chalice thing later. I assume that the clerics did something with the chalice, and that's why there's this whole thing, but the illusion magic is still a little weird to me. Let's go let Marge know we at least destroyed the Hukuvas.
Yes, and I will let you pronounce it. It's okay.
Okay.
Nothing's easy in my mind about any of this, but let's go back.
So by now the sun has completely gone down. You guys are now in the dim light of the night. The moon and the stars providing such, reflective off the snow.
I imagine Marge has a campfire going.
Cool.
For
Roll
cooking?
Perception, Marge.
10.
Cool. You guys are sitting around the fire, and you see Kappa's ears perk up. Marge, there's something approaching over there.
Marge stands up and grabs her sword and her shield and stands in front of the group and waits.
Cool. And into the firelight walks Bolka, Vasilisa, and Valdeen.
Woohoo!
Oh, you're back. Oh, did everything go okay?
Mm-hmm. We incinerated a couple of undead. Have you ever heard of a Hukuva?
No. I've heard of undead before, but I don't know what that word is.
They are a type of undead that is a former cleric or other holy person who blasphemed against their deity in the moment of their death.
Oh.
Anyway, I think the Desna clerics left with the children here did something very terrible. We have put them down, so that's taken care of. Bolka might be able to do something for the whole haunted thing tomorrow, maybe.
I suppose that's good, putting the children to rest. We don't want them being tortured forever.
Indeed, it's kind of like how someone at some point might go back to help the spirit of Thora out.
Yeah, and then children who don't get their rest are real cranky. Mm-hmm.
Hatch is very
that's
correct.
True,
Yeah,
yes.
but in giving them some rest is a good idea.
Have Orm and Muley gone to bed for that reason, Hatch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
They're all tucked in. Mm-hmm.
Well, there's some dinner here around the campfire if you're all ready to eat, and then we should probably get some rest. We got a long travel tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
Very true, yes.
I think everyone's going to bed.
Well, yeah, we should
We
do a
need a-
watch, though,
yep,
just
we
to
need a
make sure
watch.
that there's no ghosts coming out. I can go first.
Okay. Good night, everyone. I shall go to bed with Hatch, and we shall cuddle and then get up last.
Cool.
Okay.
Everybody roll perception checks.
21 for Vasilisa.
Ghost is a 16 and Marge is an 18.
21 for Bolka.
19 for Valdeen.
Whoa. You rolled like a 1 or something?
So you are all throughout the night doing your watches, and you see Ghost kind of fitfully having aminal dreams.
Aw.
But nothing happens otherwise. The night passes. You guys aren't placed under assault by anything. In fact, it is unusually quiet. You don't hear any animals. You don't hear any birds or bats. The only thing you can hear is the very, very slight rustle of the wind, very intermittently. But soon the sun comes up. It starts shining down and greets you all.
What's up, my son? Yeah, let's go.
Coffee!
Is the Teletubbies' son all grown up now?
Sup, fuckos? Get up.
He would be a total douchebag. Like,
I'm pretty sure the sun baby is a woman. It's morning now. Hooray!
Hooray!
what's up, son?
Bolka, Vasilisa, you guys take some time, prepare your spells.
Marge will make coffee.
How much does that stone chalice weigh, James?
5 pounds.
Whoa! That is a heavy stone chalice.
Well, and that's just like the material weight. The emotional weight is insane. It's like incalculable.
But you wake up, and you're on the other side of the village. Marge, you make coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have your breakfast. What is the plan for today?
Travel. As far as Marge
yeah.
is concerned.
Valdeen's right there with you. Let's go.
The blood oath is weighing heavily on her. And she's really wanting to get moving with this. She must be done with it as soon as possible.
Let's travel.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
I think maybe if Bolka wants to go back and consecrate,
Yeah, no, I want to do that before we go.
Okay,
then
that's
we do that and
okay.
then we proceed.
okay.
Yeah.
Bolka going alone?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, by yourself, right? No problem.
Uh-oh.
No, I think we should go with Bolka. Valdeen needs to offer.
It's not necessary. Is sort of my
I
wheelhouse. I'm going to my wheelhouse.
don't want you to go to your wheelhouse by yourself, though, in case you need someone to watch your back.
Okay. I mean, I will not say no, but it is necessary.
Let me finish my cup of coffee.
Here, Valdeen, take this Desna holy symbol from the Hukuvas. I think you might try to include it in the consecrate, just in case.
Okay.
I'll stay here and help pack up camp.
Oh, I need to. What are those? The silver bars.
Oh, they're all in Ghost's pack. The bag of holding?
Can I see one for just 1 second?
Sure. And she pulls one out of the bag of holding on Ghost.
He just holds one of them and he just scrapes it with his mace a few times, enough to get like some dust, some silver shavings
Nice.
off. As
Beautiful.
a spell component. Okay, good. This is all I need. I did not have. This is all I need.
And she puts it back in the bag.
Thank
Cool.
you, Marge.
That was nice.
So yeah, I'll head up. I guess just me and Valdeen.
All right.
Cool. Any will saves from both of you?
What? Should I use my winged serpent card?
Does it give you a -2 to will saves?
I'll tell you all my modifiers later, but I am going to use my winged serpent card.
Okay.
So base, it's an 18. -2 if it's an illusion. -2 if it's fey. +2 if it's evil.
Okay.
Sorry, a lot of conditions. I know. I'm very particular.
Valdeen?
I got a 17.
Perfect. Okay, you both cross the threshold heading back into town, and I think the camp is close enough that everybody hears once again the screams of children. As Valdeen and Bolka, you feel a hook go deeper inside of you than last time. And you guys get ripped out of the Marshall Plain, thrown back into the spoopy lands, and everybody back at the camp can hear even louder now those screams of the children. And we'll have to figure out what new is happening.
no.
Thank you for increasing the will save, Mr. GM. Oh, you're welcome,
no.
Mr. GM. Oh, wonderful. There's 2 of us now. Or is there? Just like the chalices, one of us is real and one of us is boring as shit. We'll see you guys next time on the Dimensional Podcast.
Press start.
Now we gotta go save Bolka and Valdeen.
I was really scared that you guys were just going to leave.
I'm just going to stay here forever. I'm not leaving.
I was worried. I was like, oh, man, I made it too hard. They left me.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Marge, you want to come back with us now?
Well, I mean, if she can't get away from the voices of screaming children outside of the town, she might just try to help.
Thank you for listening to the Dimension Door podcast. Stay tuned for a promo from the Safe Haven Kickstarter. As always, a hearty thank you to our executive producers, David Lester, Callie Rose, and Debbie Hawks. You can join them and our other fabulous supporters by backing us on Patreon. Music and editing is from Zac Kreitler. Bumper tracks are from MDK Music, and some spell effects may be from Syrinscape.
A few hundred years ago, this whole place was full of life. Whole world was, as a matter of fact. We had libraries full of arcane secrets, towers hiding ancient treasures, more magic than anyone knew what to do with. Gone now. People argue as to how it happened, but the long and short is that after some great war, magic just dried up. Used too much of it, I suppose. Now, there's still the occasional traveling wizard, sure, but their power pales in comparison to what there was aeons ago. What we have left is the 3 truths of Wistoria. Firstly, truth number 1, the world ain't safe. The bits that aren't irradiated are dry deserts full of monsters, outlaws, and the occasional monster outlaw. When you leave the safety of civilization, there's no guarantee that you're coming back with your heart still in your ribcage. Truth number 2. Without magic, we've come to rely on artifice to keep society moving. Gaslights illuminate the night instead of magic crystals. Giant, powerful locomotive machines made of steel and sweat get you where you need to be instead of any teleportation gates. And most importantly, building off this true and the last true tree, this is the age of the Gunderson. Able to kill a man dead fast as any fabled sorcerer with a wand. There's good ones, there's bad ones, and you'd best believe there's ones more hideous than a trollhound's backside. In fact, in the tale I'm about to tell you all about, talks about a few folks just like that. Pull up a chair and take a lesson to the weirdest tale in Astoria. The story of a little town called Safe Haven.
I'm happy to announce Safe Haven, a Weird West-themed adventure module written and illustrated by yours truly, Derry Luttrell, the host of Dice Will Roll, taking players from level 5 to level 8, and compatible with Pathfinder 2nd Edition and D&D 5th Edition. It takes place in a low magic setting and has anti-colonial and anti-capitalist themes. Players will unravel the mystery of the sleepy town of Safe Haven and its environs and encounter new monsters, unlock new items, and take part in a tale of gunpowder, grit, and greed. Also, there's an old lady with a huge lizard wife that owns a corner store, so that's fun. You can find more information on the Dice Roll Twitter @Dice Will Roll.